So I'm Stacy Kern-Scheerer. I live in the City of Williamsburg. And I'm going to talk about 3 reasons why voting matters. The first reason is at the end of the day, whoever's in the majority, they get to set the priorities. They get to decide what happens, what doesn't, what issues are we going to talk about in our legislative bodies, and which ones aren't we going to talk about in our legislative bodies. So I vote because I want to make sure that, or at least want to try to make sure that who I think should be setting the priorities those are the folks in charge. It can be really unglamorous, it can be really unsexy when it's like, oh, how many members of this party are on a committee versus members of that party are on a committee. But that actually can make a difference between what I think is the most important bill, whether or not it actually sees the light of day. So I think it's really important to vote because whoever's in charge sets the agenda. The second reason why I think it's really important to vote is, even if the system is flawed, even if the system has problems, not voting is not the solution. So you can vote and be ticked off. You can vote and try to change the system. Voting and trying to change the system are not mutually exclusive. One thing that's definitely not going to change the system is not voting. So even if you're unhappy with the way things are going, even if you think the system is flawed, you can think all those things and work to change those things and still vote and still contribute. And I will say too, the third point is that as somebody who works with people from all over the world, people who come to the United States from all over the world, I have really learned that as a native-born American citizen, I definitely take for granted what I've always had, which is the right to vote. And when you work with people who come here and that it means something, it really does make you think as a native-born American who has the right to vote, this isn't something that I should take lightly, because that really is showing that I'm not aware of how special it really is in the world. So you have everything from the pragmatic reasons to the emotional reasons why you should definitely vote.